Okay, Fred, you serve.
Darn right I'm gonna serve, Bond. This is what got me to the gravel pit Olympics. You ready?
Hey, Fred, the wall's missing.
So it is there, Bond. Didn't notice that at first.
Why don't you get up on your brontosaurus and then pick a piece of the wall back and put it back so we can play some handball?
There's a good idea. Here's that money here.
Okay. Oh, I hate it when these guys always sit on my back. This kind of stuff hurts you now.
The University of Maryland, a huge place, a diverse place, a place where many, many people come and learn knowledge. And yet there are many little pockets here on the University of Maryland, pockets of groups, different groups. And Erasable Inc. is one of those very different, unique kind of groups. It's a group that began 3 years ago. 3 years ago we went up to an improv festival at Yale University and we learned some improv tricks and we came back and made it our own and created a group, and we've been going strong for 3 long years, and here we are.
Well, we're really not supposed to talk about a lot, but actually it began when? 85.
85, late 85.
Late 85. We started our group in 86, but in 85...
it was 85.
It was 85, that's right. A woman named Tina Marie Casamento had a friend with an improvisational comedy group in Yale by the name of, what was that name?
I don't remember.
Purple Crayon. Very famous Purple Crayon. Very famous. Marvelous.
They were very funny.
They came down to give us what they would call a workshop.
A workshop
on improvisational comedy. There was it was magnificent. You remember?
I cried for 3 days after we did that workshop. It was the most moving experience of my life.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, new from Ginsu, the Ginsu spatula. In Japan, the hand can be used like the knife. But now, with the amazing new Ginsu spatula, you can send your food back with authority. I don't like this food. Those weren't properly cooked. And if you order right now, we'll also throw in this handy bamboo steamer. And that's right. And once you've sent your food back with authority, you can hide the evidence in the handy bamboo steamer. And now, back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Sundays we have a rehearsal time that's pretty long, actually. We spend most of the evening together, which is good because on Sundays we haven't seen each other usually since Thursday at the last show, so we usually get together and catch up on what everyone did this weekend. And then we talk about, rehash, and go over what went on Thursday at the show. During this time we do a little physical warm-ups and we sort of focus together, and that can happen just by the fact that we're all getting together and talking after not seeing each other for a while, or sometimes we'll all start playing around the same game. Any game of catch can be a game of focus, since we're all focusing on a ball or frisbee or even a song that we all decide to sing.
Hey, what's your sign? That's not a sign. I'll give you mine. So there.
I got a job working at a pepperoni pizza place. They only made pepperoni pizza. And I can't help but forget my first day at work. It was hideous. God.
There's 2 Z's in pizza. Vegetarian?
Hey, having trouble trading? Look, this is the pepperoni pizza place. All we have is pepperoni, okay?
Pepperoni!
Okay, that's really funny. I'm sorry. We only serve 5 pepperoni pizzas.
Pepperoni, 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 hey!
That was only 4. Okay.
Pepperoni!
Are you okay? Sure you are? It's exactly like something's funny. Is that guy still waiting for his pizza out there? Yeah. Okay, that is funny. Wait, you want some vegetarian?
Is my pizza ready yet?
Hey, you're playing you! You want pizza?
Hey, you're not laughing, but you haven't had this pepperoni. You gotta
Pepperoni!
Oh, Christ.
I'm gonna be back.
And it's important that after each time we do a game that we talk about it. And we do a hell of a lot of talking, actually. But it always comes out great. We talk about it, we work out all the wrongs and the rights and little things that didn't quite work. And usually there's always one that comes out perfectly.
Came in after their scene. And for a moment I wasn't sure if you were unclear that our scene hadn't gone, or if you were just adding just a something. But when you said you're something, I thought, oh great, we can come in and be this mutant cheese that he's talking about. We could have made it. So I thought that's what we were kind of doing anyway. We were building something, but it really didn't go in that direction. But I was just wondering, I was just curious if you had known that we hadn't gone yet. Or...
We then went off to Burma and up into the mountains where we were trained by monks for a period of about 6 months, and we went up.
This takes a little explanation. The reason Burma is because improvisational comedy actually started out as a dance technique perfected by the Burmese.
I guess around the year 200 BC?
Absolutely.
200 to 400 BC, it's not quite clear.
I have a dog. And my dog sneezes. And one day I was sneezing actually quite a lot. And it was the same day we had to put it to sleep. It was just sneezing much too much. Pepper, you okay? Pepper loves rice-a-roni. And I'd really like to give him some rice-a-roni. I mean, after all, my dog is a big...
A lot of the things we do happen out of our focus and our connections with each other. When we're very connected, it's almost like we communicate telepathically, like we're of the same mind. And that's where a lot of the Zen things come in.
We had been trained to use improvisation as a serious method of drama to relay serious messages. It hadn't really developed into comedy as far as we were concerned at that point, was it?
Absolutely not. We did improv on World Affairs. It was almost a life-enhancing mechanism for us, since most of us were at the time on the brink of suicidal tendencies and
most of it.
Complete depression and utter failure.
Yeah.
This saved most of us.
Yeah, it did.
And well, there was Stephen. So.
Yeah, Beats on a String is one of the many games we play here at the University of Maryland. What it involves basically is the telling of a story, except we tell it in fragments, bits and pieces, beads we call them, and we string them along until we have a whole story. One person will start with a fragment of a sentence, say, and another person will come in with another completely unrelated fragment of a sentence, and obviously will leave gaps for the rest of the members to fill.
Peanut butter in my...
Creamy orange cream. The two of them mixed together, oh, it could get really messy.
Wait, I got an idea. How about peanut butter and banana?
The idea is then drawn up and taken to the Oompa Loompa factory.
Oompa, oompa, oompa-dee-doo. Here's another chocolate product for you.
Mom, I have my first chocolate. Inspected by number 1.
Welcome to Wonkaland. See how our chocolate's made? Take your basic peanut butter in my...
Orange cream, and you blend it together, and it could get quite messy.
Wait, I got an idea. How about peanut butter and banana?
The idea is then drawn up and taken to the Oompa Loompa department.
Oompa, oompa, oompa-dee-doo. Here's another chocolate product for you.
And then the Oompa Loompas inspect it carefully, and when it is fully inspected, they stamp it with the number so you know it's controlled by quality.
Look, Mom, I got my first chocolate. Inspected by number 1.
Yeah!
I'm gonna spin that wheel. Here I go. Oh.
Bankrupt.
And finally, I had my chance. I had won the lottery, and now I was on the big spin.
When we play the game, it's important that as each person comes in, that they're contributing in some way to the whole story, or how they would view the story. When they come in and they bring in their little piece or idea, it somehow connects to something or something else in the story. Hopefully by the end we have one complete story, one complete thought that has taken up a time frame of either 2 minutes or sometimes a year.
Welcome to heaven's wheel of
fortune, and I really mean wheel of fortune.
I'm gonna spin that wheel. Here I go. Oh.
Bankrupt.
But luckily, St. Peter said I had a second.
Simone is presently our only female member, and Simone is a good sport. I really enjoy working with her because she always comes up with some really profound things. She makes me laugh a lot.
On our first performance, we invited the monks. The monks. Oh, they had a wonderful time.
Yeah, they were a bit surprised that we had started to use comedy inside of our improvisation, and they were taken back at that at first, but they went ahead and they enjoyed it.
They actually ended up incorporating it into their own style of teaching in the mountains of Burma.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8!
As we're getting to the show, we warm ourselves up. That's when the energy builds, and we have sometimes nervous energy, sometimes excitement energy, and that's when the energy just goes crazy. And it's a really fun time. We go in with energy, and the show even gives us more energy. It's not a draining experiencing thing. That's what's really weird. You come out, you're physically drained, but you are so high that you just wanna keep bouncing around. And I'm just ready to bounce off the walls when I come out of a show.
That's not a sign. I'll give you mine. So there.
Fiat, 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 stay. On. Fiat. Depending on.
We started at children's parties, birthday parties, kids from 8 and under, and trying to incorporate the comedy into that. Well, that didn't go over too well.
Not particularly, because, well, you know, they were much too much counting on the classic clowning and harlequin methods. And we've gotten past that.
And now, we have our foreign beatnik poet of the week, straight from France, Paul Biancu, and his translator, Eric Saladino.
Stand by. Undas Fantatore Donde Swakole. It's green. Donde swa dun shotaturo donde fitchitoro konematita. I dream about it every night in the nightmare of my mind. The dress is obviously French. But I like it.
We ate a lot of soup.
We had a lot of soup. A lot of soup.
Should we?
Well,
Split pea.
Yeah.
You, sir. Okay, mate. How long have you been here on Ellis Island?
Let me see. Today I've been here for 7 hours.
7 hours?
Yeah, man.
Lots of paperwork.
Yeah, some paperwork, some business. I'm from Colombia.
Oh, you're from Colombia.
I'm a private businessman coming to America to conduct some private business.
And what do you think? What do you think of the land of opportunity, America?
I fucking love this place, man. This place is great, man. There's so many people willing to give you an equal shot, to eke out your own niche, and you make a buck on the side, and the babes are great, man.
Okay.
Hey, man, thank you for the dog. Just the dog. I'm just buying a hot dog. That's all.
Oh, a business transaction here in the land of opportunity. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Get your dogs. Elmer's dogs.
It was the beginning of '86.
Beginning of '86 was.
Or late '85. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But it was.
Let's see. No, we started in late '86.
No, it had to be late '85. Okay, late '86.
It was somewhere in there.
That's 2 strikes against you. You have 1 more strike coming up. Now, what is the biggest thing on Ellis Island?
The line to get into the men's room.
Oops, sorry. They have a chance to take the win. Now, for the win, have you collaborated?
Yes. Come on. Yes.
Okay, for the win or for the loss, what is the biggest thing on Ellis Island?
Freedom and prosperity for the American people!
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. You heard it. Freedom and prosperity for the American people. The biggest thing on Ellis Island. If it's there, the Colombian druggies will win. If it's not, they will lose, and the Tomori Gatos will win, whatever that. Now, freedom and all that other crap. Ding, ding, yes! The Colombian drug market wins! Again! Thank you for joining us this week on The Family Feud. Next week, the answer will again be the Statue of Liberty.
It's good, after you thought you had a particularly good show, to hear some reaction from the people that were there and saw it, especially when you know you've made a good connection when somebody who had given a suggestion to the group says that they really enjoyed what we did with it. That is really a good feeling, that we know we've accomplished what we came to do.
Tom, you've changed my life. I think the whole Erasable Link experience has changed my life. I think I'm a better person.
The Generama, did you like that game?
I like the Generama.
I remember there was a thing there.
Yeah.
All right, we're talking private business. I'm sorry, we're talking private business.
No comment.
Private business.
No comment. The mayor has no comment.
Get the cameras out of here. Get the cameras out of here.